Good Tuesday evening. Hope everyone is doing well. We talked yesterday a little bit about foods that are eaten on the eve of Rosh Hashanah. The Ramah shares with us that there is a tradition of eating pomegranates. And before we eat it, we turn to the Almighty in prayer, Sheyirbu Schiotenu Kerimon, that just as the pomegranate has many, many seeds, so too we should have many, many merits. So the pomegranate relates to us, the people of Israel, due to the fact that just as the pomegranate is filled with seeds, we are filled with good deeds. The Netziv, the Volozhin Rosh Hashiva, used to note that when we make that statement that the Jewish people are like pomegranates, it is because, even a Jew who is quote unquote secular does so many acts of kindness, is concerned for the welfare of others, does tzedakah. So therefore, if you look carefully, all Jews are performing mitzvot. There is no such thing as a Jew that's not good. And that's what we turn to the Almighty with, that He should have all of us in mind on this day. But there's one more detail that relates to this concept, that the Jewish people are compared to the pomegranate. The Talmud discusses a vessel that became impure. And we all know that if this vessel touches some food that is holy, it disqualifies it. But the Talmud asks, when is a vessel no longer a vessel? When does it lose its status of being significant? So the Talmud shares with us the following. If it is a vessel that is owned by a store owner, as soon as as soon as there's a hole in it, and it reaches the size of an olive, it no longer has significance because the store owner knows I cannot sell a vessel that has a hole. No one's going to buy it. So it's no longer a vessel, and thus the tumah is gone. On the other hand, the Talmud notes if it is a klishel balabait, if it is a vessel that belongs to someone, they own it and they've been using it. Even if the hole is the size of an olive, he nevertheless will still retain it because he could store other things in it. Only when the hole grows and it reaches the size of a pomegranate, then it is no longer significant. This is what we are told. So the pomegranate is used for a measurement to determine the status of impurity of this vessel. Now, the message there is the following. The Almighty has to feel that we, the people of Israel, are His vessel. And when HaKadosh Baruch Hu feels that Klal Yisrael is His vessel, even if we are flawed, even if we have problems, even if we have holes, He still values us. And therefore, a hole the size of an olive is not significant for the owner of a vessel. And so too, the flaws that we have, since this vessel could still contain pomegranates, it is a vessel that has value, and therefore it has the status of a kli. And if we want HaKadosh Baruch Hu to value us, even if we are flawed, we obviously have to behave in the same way. We have to accept others, even if they're not perfect. We have to look at others and realize that we all have struggles, right? We all have challenges. And if at times people are not perfect, let's accept them, right? And love them and see them as part of our nation. And the result will be that HaKadosh Baruch Hu will see us, because even though there's a hole, it contains pomegranates, and therefore there are merits there that keep us in good shape in the eyes of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So there's another idea that we could relate to as we think about the pomegranate and as we prepare for the very important season. It should be a good evening and all the best to all. Bye-bye.